What happened? Okay, where do I start? We have been married for 9 years with one child. My wife has always felt insecure about herself and came from a broken family. She never knew who her dad was and lived with her grandparents because it was a better home than living with her mother. I started a business 3 years ago and work a lot. To make a long story short, I love this woman. I always have and still do. I always wanted her to get a degree. Nobody else in her family ever graduated. So we sent her to school. Our plan was for her to get a degree just in case she ever needed to work. So, she went into a 2-year program with 20 others. Over that time, she made friends with her classmates, and I could not be prouder of her for doing so well in class. A month before graduation, she would make comments like, "You let yourself go sometimes. I think we are together just for our child." This made me wonder what was going on. She is such a loving lady and not like her to say things like that. Fast forward, she went out with her classmates the night before graduation and came home at 2:30 a.m. after we agreed 12 to 1 a.m. was tops. I was so angry. She was sloppy drunk too. Over the next 2 to 3 days things seemed fine. I noticed she was not friends with one of the guys she went to school with anymore on Facebook. When I asked her about that, she said he made some inappropriate comments to her and he was young and immature. I found this odd, so started the questions. She broke down and told me that she slept with him one time, the night she was late, and came home toasted drunk. And that over the last month they had been texting back and forth. She said he would always say how nice she looked and other crap, and there was no texting. She said she was having fun feeling wanted by someone else. She said she never planned to do anything but knew it was wrong of her to be texting back and forth. When they left the bar that night, some of the other students told her she shouldn't drive. He said he would drive her home, and on the way home he made a move on her. She is very remorseful. Cut off all contact from him before I knew anything and is doing everything to make up. I do love her and I know she loves me, but I am having a hard time with it. It has been 8 weeks. We are both 34. Should I give it a try? Why did she let herself fall into this? The guy is ugly and about 120 pounds. I want to X the crap out of him but love my daughter too much to do this. Make a list of all the things you would need to feel safe in your marriage that she needs to do and give it to her. Such things could include lie detector test, a post-nuptial agreement, STD testing, self-exposure of the affair to her family, agreement to quit school, agreement to never contact any of school friends again, a complete timeline of the affair written down by her, no contact letter to the OM, a pregnancy test, DNA test on your children even if you think you are sure they are yours, since it shows her you have no trust in her. Your choice. If she balks on any of your requirements, divorce her. Even if she does everything you ask, you can still decide whatever you want to do in the future. OP responds. Just to clarify, she had her one-night thing and cut off contact after that night. The way I wrote it before sounds like they talked for a month after that night. She said he started texting nice comments to her a month beforehand. Before that, nothing. She said she thought it was all fun and games. She claims she would never have done it sober. I know she is very upset and mad that it happened and is doing everything to help me get past this. I'm just feeling bad and not sure what to do. I feel like after this all happened, she realized what was going on and how much she loves her family. I took some of the advice when I went to lunch. I started with texts and then went home. She was crying and said she told me everything. As far as the texting, she said it was improper flirting but no dirty texting. I told her I did not want to know the exact words but the truth. I asked her if she loved him and of course she said no. She said she got caught up living the young life with no responsibilities. She said she did not tell me for 2 days because she did not want to hurt me, but by then it was eating at her and she felt like I should know what happened. I am very angry at all of this. I love her and my daughter and the life we built. I will go about 2 days okay and then 3 mad as a heck. I know it's early to really know what's going to happen. She is trying and is remorseful. I do believe part of what happened was inside her not always feeling the best about herself. Still the wrong way to go. The jackass fed her Long Island iced teas after about 5 beers. I told her she wanted to do it and her comment back was if she was not drunk it would have never happened. She said she was caught up in the moment of no responsibilities and the hype of graduating. Not sure what to do. I'm sick about it. I am trying to be positive the best I can. I have been going out also. She gets really worried about that. Makes me feel good because a lot of ladies are interested. But I don't want to add fuel to the fire and sleep with someone just to give her more pain. We go to lunch every day and have started going on dates to try to start over. She went and talked to a doctor about it all when she was losing it. And she said we need to make time for each other. It has been working, but then I go back in a hole full of anger and broken heart. Sorry I'm all over the place. I'm just writing as I think. She was tested, all was good. Yes, we have sleeping together 1 to 2 times a day. Normally every other day. That never stopped while all this texting was going on. I think I have increased it as a way to move on. After I found out, none until she was tested. But when I get angry every few days, I can't do it. It's like I still love her 100% but hate her just as much. Do I really need to keep asking the same questions over and over? I get the same answers every time. I know she is sorry. The only thing left to know is details on the deal. I really don't want to know. Sometimes I do, but then I get angry. At this stage, is it possible to try to move on and work on gaining trust back? Or should I bring this up from time to time? I feel like this guy got lucky because he was in her comfort zone with the whole class group. Over last 2 years we have been very busy, so I am to blame on not spending enough time with her. I work a lot and I'm sure that has some to do with it. I also own a business and always have ladies talking to me when we are out. I know them from the industry. She never liked that and made a comment during all this that she thought I was cheating or had cheated in the past. But moving forward, if we do, could it be a wake-up call for her to realize all she had? I am not putting these kinds of questions out to her, but am here to see if it's worth moving forward. I planned to get her another car, so I had been looking. After I found all this out, and she did the deed in her car, I went ahead and got rid of that BS reminder and bought something else. I also, during our good times, bought her $12 worth of Victoria's Secret. I would do that before, but I did start going out and had papers for her new apartment in hand. I planned on moving her out. She was mad, but then after a day broke down and said she could not live without me. When I sleep upstairs, she can't take it and always comes and gets me. I know she is spoiled. Been through a bunch of nights laying as far away as possible and no talking. She can't take it, starts crying and begging me to give her another chance. I never thought I would be talking about this. Only thing here that I have heard is please just get over it and let me prove to you, you can trust me. I feel like she is really mad at herself for all of this, so the more we talk about it, the more she has a tad of anger behind her words. I feel like my anger and the way I pushed her away, and the comments I made to her don't need to be put out here in detail. The demoralizing is over for me, and some details of how she's trying to fix our marriage. Gets up early and makes me coffee and breakfast, texts me throughout the day how much she loves me, begs to go to lunch every day, fixes dinner every night, wants to hold me all night long, makes first attempt to do all the things I like in bed, tells me she loves me, squeezes me tight telling me how much she loves me, leaves her phone out, and when she gets something, she tells me who it is, begs me to look at her phone, email. She deleted her FB, asked me first and said go for it. All other Twitter crap she deleted. I told her maybe we should change your number. She was good with it and wanted to if it made me feel better. Can't complain about this part of marriage. Update. Talked more and took some of your advice. Told to take lie detector. She said yes, no problem. Told to sign post-nup. She said no problem. Talked more about why and what happened. She says of course all of the group were good friends by the end, so she felt comfortable with them all. He 2 months before the day started flirting. She said she told him sorry, but I'm married, let's just continue to be friends. Well, that's when the "you're so beautiful, your husband's lucky" crap came in. She admitted that she started to feed on that and it made her feel good. She said she knew the texts were wrong but felt like it was a fun game. That night was not planned and I do believe that. But I am here because of it. She said everything happened so quick. 1 minute everyone was having fun and the next he was parked making the moves on her. I do believe if I did not work so much the nice comments would not have gone over so well for him. The next day she told him she felt bad about it and had to distance herself. She then at that point deleted all contact. She went on crying on how she felt like crap and can't believe all this ended up happening. I told her if she fails the poly it's divorce time. She assured me nothing else happened and she is telling all. I have been feeling a little bit better this week with everyone's help. Also, her showing true remorse helps. The OM has tried to contact her, and she has told me both times he did. She did not answer. I did contact him on email but just asked if he could come over and have a beer with me. He said yes but kept acting like the dates I said would not work. Imagine that. I told him he was a great guy and could not wait to hang out with him. He has met me before. His answer was why now? I said because you are a great guy. These were people she went to school with. It's not like she went out with them at night before. Her hash has changed and for my daughter's sake I am going to leave that alone unless I run into him. Then we will see. I don't feel like I need to keep on but so much. I really don't want all this to get out. We are doing a post-nup and a polygraph, and I will continue to ask questions when I want to. I told her I have divorce papers already filled and they just needed to be signed. Part of me feels at this stage, not telling her this, I need to focus on why I want to still be with her versus dwelling on the piece of crap dude and what she did. I know she loves me and I know I love her. That does not mean I can stay either. Update. Okay, we have been spending time talking more about this, feeling a little better every day. My mother watched our child for 2 days this weekend so we could have some time to talk more. Like I said before, she is good with post-nup and poly. She told me about how after it happened, she knew I would kick her out and she ruined everything. She said she felt defeated. I always said I could not if that ever happened, and to be honest, that could still be the case. We had long talks and got a lot out. I asked her about the comments she made to me when she said I was letting myself go, and sometimes she thinks we were only together for the kid. She said what she meant by letting myself go was not trying to impress her anymore. That she felt like I had her and did not have to do anything to keep her. The other comment, she said she felt like if we did not have our daughter I would leave anyway because I was not romantic with her anymore. It seemed like I did not care about her, only our daughter. She did add she was being selfish and fed into the feeling of being wanted by someone else. We had an amazing weekend together, feels like we are dating again. Things are moving in the right direction. When I look at her, I don't want to throw up as much. Our physical bond is getting better. She uses to always worry about her body, but now is only worried about making me happy. Then I want to return the favor. Is 1 to 3 times a day too much at this stage? I have started working on myself too. I am not looking at other ladies thinking how nice they look. I'm trying to keep my own mind out of the gutter and making it a point to notice the things my wife is doing to make up. I'm not going to lie. I feel like we both neglected each other and we did not even realize it. I'm not blaming myself but trying to look at everything from many angles. We did not go on a vacation, just made time to talk more. I guess the more we talk and things are gone over more I can see some moving forward out of it. After work almost every day once the baby is in bed, I ask more questions. I know she wants it to be over and that is talked about too. She does not get mad anymore when we go over things. You can tell the disappointment in her body language and words. She knows if she fails the poly we are getting a divorce. Is it possible someone that does what she has done to truly be remorseful? I loved her 100% walking into this, so it's hard to just toss that out the window, even though she may have. I told her I still love her 100% but hate her 100% also now. Maybe 98% of hate now after all the conversations. Last night I had a bad night. On my way home from work I had the terrible gut and nervous feeling hit. Inside I was boiling. She knew it but I tried to act like everything was okay. Woke up in the middle of the night and moved to the other room. I came back in around 3 a.m. because the spare bedroom is not comfortable. I did not lay close to her. I wanted to talk more last night but no, the Hulk was inside, so it was best I did not bring anything up. Not that I would do anything to her. Just mentally it was not a good time. As far as the questions about the night she went out, it was just a few of the group that went out. I was invited but my mother could not watch the baby as she was out of town. She sent me a few pics of her in the group that night. Anyway, she did tell me some new news. Not much, but she said she did stop the texting flirting halfway through. The start to finish lasted 7 to 8 weeks, but when she went to school the next day, he just sat in the back not paying attention to her. The group texting about school and jokes she uses to show me those was still going on, and after a few days the texting between the two started again. Seems like it was 2 weeks before D-Day that she made the rude comments to me. When I brought that up, she said she started to think she could be happy with this guy even though we were happy. It was like she was blinded by the carefree life and fun of it all. I don't know what to do really. All this crap pisses me off. She cut off contact with all in the school group, and if one of them sends her a note about whatever she comes and shows me, she wants me to tell her how to respond so it is not obvious she is breaking the contact. I actually suggested that because some of the girls in the group have kids the same age and are involved in a few of the same events. Polly, yeah, let's do it. But even if she comes back clean, all this still sucks. Few months later. Well, I am 9 to 10 months from D-Day and have gone through the mixed stages. For the last few months, I have been feeling better but could not stop thinking about it. I started feeling like I was ugly, not worth enough, and so on. About 3 months in, I could tell my wife started to really feel bad about it and was trying hard to get things back. We have one child that is 7. I tried hard too. We went on trips, spent time together more. I felt like maybe I could get past it. But of course, it just kept eating at me. About 2+ months ago I started flirting with everyone, female, LOL. Just a little bit, and it helped me feel better some. Then I started talking to a girl on the internet. Long story short, I thought she was cute and started talking with her. I told her what I was going through after time. We now talk daily, and I have started to not think about the affair my wife had but what I could have with this new young lady. She has one child herself and is divorced because of cheating husband. I really am starting to have strong feelings for this girl. We are similar in age and we have so much to say to each other. I have not met up with her because I am still married and do not want to do that even though my wife went full Monty. I can now see my wife and I just as friends, and I can go find true love. Instead of thinking of the affair, as soon as I wake up, I think about her. Let's just call her Sarah. My wife has made comments to me while discussing her affair as you have done things to me and I have done things to you. Let's both just get over it. What? My heart tells me to move on and get to know Sarah more. She makes me feel great and I can feel her love. Even though we have never gone on a date. I want to. Months and months of pain thinking about the affair is just too much. What I mean is not jumping into a relationship per se, but wanted to state that this companionship has helped me feel like living again. I feel like I would be interested in dating her if I was not married, because I feel good talking with her. What I am trying to find out more is this. I went through all this pain for X number of months and could not get over it, still not over it. But now I am thinking of this nice person I met instead of the affair. Does this confirm more that I should D her? Or should I just continue with the hell and hope it will get better? I'm not going to cheat on my wife. I would D first before any dating. I have never thought of dating before. I'm not looking for payback, just noting that now I feel life is coming back into my body. I guess I started talking to this girl and did find out there are still nice people in this world to talk with. I have not felt this good since it all happened. I will never cheat on my wife. Emotionally, this person seemed to be there when I needed it. I will drop contact as it is probably best and wait it out a little bit longer before the only thing holding me back from it at this point is our child. I would like to say the ones that say I am cheating on my wife and I am just as bad as her must not understand what I am trying to say. I would never cheat on my wife. I do chat as friends with Sarah, but I have never met her and do not plan to. Would I like to? Yes, I feel great when I receive a message from her. To be honest, I do not care if she is real or not. All I know is that having that person there has helped me out of my hole. I am understanding more of what is going on with me now. I am healing. Sometime later. Okay, I told her last night. She is a mess that I want to separate. I feel bad. I do love her, but not in love because of what she has done. I am having a hard time thinking of my daughter having to go through this. I feel sometimes like I should just stick with this cheater and be there for her. It breaks my heart to know that she does not deserve to not see me every day. It's the fact that I know she will not wake every day with her dad there. I want custody but don't want to take her away from her mother. Life never seemed so tough. I really need to hear things like this. Money is not a big issue. I plan to pay for her place, car, and bills until she gets a job. Then I would just pay for her place and car with a little bit of extra all for my daughter's sake. I will be moving into the spare bedroom today until we get her place ready. She is looking up how to decorate it, so I think everything will be fine as far as our relationship goes there. She has agreed not to go the nasty route, but how do you know? You don't. I really don't care if she tries to take everything from me. Maybe her character is that awful. Maybe not. I just want my daughter to be safe and around a good environment. She knows her daddy loves her. Now when I go home, I just want to check out. There used to be a day I was so excited when I turned on the road to my house. Now when I do, I just want to get in there to love on my daughter then disappear. I told her it was over. We are getting a D. Easy as that. Not really easy. I'm not going to look back at the what ifs and drive myself crazy. Do I want to get a D? No, but I finally figured out I cannot be with a woman that cheated on me. As far as me cheating, no, I just ended up talking with someone that was having troubles also. It helped me much. I did not feel like telling people I knew about this. I did start to like Sarah after a while. I did the right thing. I did not test the waters and then tell. She is moving out after Christmas. We are getting along fine so far. My parents were just told a few days ago. Great, more pain. I don't think they need all this. They just want everything to be nice. I was having a really hard time being around them with her there after they knew. Everyone was having such a great time. They were trying to be nice to her. They feel bad. It has not been talked about in the open. Just me letting them know. Funny how she is now mad at me for making her feel uncomfortable. My insides were being ripped out being there. I felt like a failure. I had to leave and did my best to get my daughter and STBX out of there without causing a scene. They want me to give it a try with her. They just want everything to go back to the way it was. Me too. But it's too late. She walks around in bad mood like I'm the piece of crap. Then she will try to do one thing nice, and if I don't praise her for it, she is mad at me again. Crazy. Also, she acts like the perfect wife around my family. Then I come home to, you made me feel bad the way you treated me around your family. I'm getting tired of being treated like that. The nerve of this woman amazes me. A few months later, just want to do quick update. It is close to 1 year since D-Day. I am finally feeling great. I tried to give it a shot but felt terrible about myself every day. I finally had to put my feelings about it all to the side or I was going to go crazy. Well, I did, moved out. I stay a few days a week in same house because I work in town, but upstairs. I wanted to make the best for my child, so we have been playing nice and not moving too fast. My baby is only 6, so I met another woman. She is great and she makes me feel like I should. She loves everything about me. It feels very nice. I feel great. My soon-to-be ex knows I'm open to other ladies but not looking. Long story short, she is begging me to be back with her now. I love her as a person and the mother of my child but not in love with her like I used to be. I'm just worn out with it all. She slept with another man. I am having big problems eating that. I mentioned before early on, after we agreed to separate, that I did chat with girls online and it made me feel better some about myself. Most said that was a bad idea, so I stopped and moved out, started working out, trying to better myself. I feel great. I have been going out with friends and having a good time, spending quality time with my daughter and being more myself. I wish I could get over her affair, but it hurts so bad. When I am out with friends or on a date, I don't think about the woman across the table from me as being a cheater. Even if she is. It's just been nice to move on, but I am scared to keep moving in some ways. I loved my family unit. Hope all of you in here are having better days. I can say working on my own life has helped me much. It's been a year, I moved out. We are getting a divorce and I am paying for both homes. What more can I do? Live in a hole, stand in a corner until she wants it to be over. I'm done. If I don't want to drive an hour to sleep at my place and sleep at the other house I pay for. The one my children and ex live. I am doing something wrong. Maybe I should kick them both out of the house and let them live in a one-bedroom apartment. She is the mother of my child and I am a good man? It seems like the person that gets cheated on is always doing the wrong things. Maybe I should just disappear to Mexico. Would that be better? Sorry for rant. I'm so tired. If it was not for my baby, I would be in Mexico right now. I'm doing the best I can. I'm trying to hide some pain for her. My daughter. Yes, I may be foolish for taking care of my soon-to-be ex, but I don't want her to be without. And why can't I talk to another woman now? Why? Maybe everyone's life should be put in the ditch first, then I would be doing the right things. I guess since I was cheated on, I am bad for anyone's daughter. I'm a good man, I finally can tell myself now. I went too long thinking I was crap. My heart was ripped out and now I'm ready to continue to move forward. Yes, I have a past, my heart was broken. But it was not because I was not a good man. My next woman might appreciate me for who I am. Edit. We are waiting for divorce. Yes, she wants me back but I can't. She cheated. I'm just trying to do the best things for my daughter and her mother. And I do love her mother, but like family now, nothing more. Few days later, all is in the open. But I did tell my soon-to-be ex that I may date others. She knows I am going out. Do I tell her the details? Why? I told her I wanted someone else that could give me what she could not. She knows my eyes are open for that now. The feeling of being the one, she is not happy about it, but I am not hiding the fact that it is over. I gave it a shot. Can I get some credit for that? I still take care of her. Can I get some credit for that? I never cheated on her. Can I get some credit for that? Just because I am moving on does not make it easy for me. I never wanted this. I am doing the best I can. I am trying to do the right things. I'm proud I am feeling good again. I must be doing something right. Comments. Don't go back, Opus. A family unit is great so long as mom isn't having an A and brings another person into that space. R is a long and difficult road. Why put up with second best? That's why all BS have a hard time with it. You will never look at her in the same light again no matter what she does, ever. She will always be the wife who cheated on you. Why would you want to have to look at her every day and be reminded and also have to keep a watchful eye on her? Because you will. Another good reason why R is so difficult. You won't fall in love with her a second time. Now that you got back on your feet, WS decided to get back inside your head again. How dare she IMO. Perhaps she was jealous LOL. Good, there's another woman for you out there. You just have to find her. Stay strong. You were doing great up to now. Find that strength again? To be honest, OP, I think this happens more often than not and more than we realize. When the wayward spouse sees the betrayed spouse get off the floor, make improvements and start to move on, they get a what have I done moment. Yes, there are some that are done and gone. Do what you need to do. 2 months later update. I moved out a few months ago. I still take care of all bills on house and give money every week. She is mad at me. I mean, she acts like I did something to her for leaving. She also has been bringing up things from the past that are not true, saying I did this and that with other girls, but it is not true. I am trying to be her friend and I do miss her some, but when I am nice and take her and our daughter somewhere to eat, she seems to think I need to apologize to her for how I have hurt her for me leaving the family. I just want it to be a nice time. I always tell her I want a good relationship between us for the sake of our child. She seems to worry more about all the stuff that is hers. I offered to sit down and go over who gets what and not take it to a judge to decide. She said someone else needs to do it. My question is, why does this come back on me? With all this craziness, I have a new outlook on life. This woman was my best friend, now she wants to ruin me. Is it because she is mad at what she has done? When I tell her, she broke my heart, she argues with me. She says she wants the marriage but has always somehow pushed the blame back on me. She will say I am sorry for what I did to you. It was the biggest mistake of my life, but all I did, it went to work one day. Then I woke up with a mess of a life. We have been separated for 8 months with me not living in house for 4. I miss my family, before she cheated, but now I am just so disappointed in this woman, it hurts bad. I feel sorry for her. I'm a great dad and person. I finally believe this again. Hope everyone has a great day and tries to look at the positive things in your life. It's hard sometimes, but that's what I do every day and it helps to not let my mind steer off to the bad parts. She knows I do not want to reconcile. A few months went by. She has moved out. We have separation agreement all done and legal. just waiting it out to get divorced. She wants the marriage back but continues to blame me for so many things. She does not work and I am having to pay for her place, car and alimony. I feel sorry for the whole deal. We have one child together and she seems to be doing good with it all, but I really miss seeing her every day. My child. I live down the road and soon will be able to spend more time with her. So, my question is, how does the STBX want the marriage back if she is doing so many things that push me away more? She does not respect all the things I do. She is spoiled. She cheated on me when our relationship was going great, so I feel uncomfortable around her. I think I would have given it another shot. I tried for 6 months, but the fact of her cheating tore me apart. If she was nice all the time, could it be the guilt of her ruining everything to keep digging a deeper hole? She's mad at me for not coming home and keeps doing things to keep it that way. I do still love her, but wow, this life is tough. My comment. Sometimes even when you divorce and leave your partner, you still somewhat have a connection with your ex-partner. How you deal with that? Comment down below. Sub and bell if you enjoy the recent stories. It really helps, and